All right, final segment. Look, I'm not tooting my horn. Remember about 2 weeks ago, it was on a Friday, a lady in Texas claimed at an ATM she was attacked by a black guy who carved a Barack Obama B on her face and sexually assaulted her. I read the article right after it came out, went on air on the weekday show and said, this is going to end up being staged. I'm sure of it. Look, the B is backwards. She carved it in a mirror. That eye isn't swollen. That's makeup. She didn't want a medical report. It's fake. 2 days later, it was admitted it was fake. Look, I'm not that smart, folks. I understand baloney. I'm a real investigator, and I'm telling you I've been investigating the government, and they're a pack of criminals. Now, what did that woman do? This isn't about that puppet Barack Obama. The point is, she ran a false flag attack. Now, that's right out of the Army field manual. They ought to go put her in special forces. That's what they do. The Russians do it. All these governments do it. And I'm sick of people living in denial. Government-sponsored terror is real. It's happening. And I had to take the heat day one going on air on 9/11 7 years ago and say it was an inside job. And we've exposed it to such an extent they may not stage more terror in the future. And I salute all of you who are in 9/11 Truth and all you go through. And all these national TV programs attacking me, I don't care. Because the truth is what matters. And I'm willing to sacrifice myself and my name to get the truth out. But in the end, as Mark Twain said, patriots end up winning. Look, he said in the beginning, a patriot's a scarce man, hated and feared and scorned, but in time, when his cause succeeds, the timid join him, because then it costs nothing to be a patriot. Let's rampage through your calls. Chris in Florida, you're on the air worldwide.
Speaking of the pineal gland, pineal comes from pine or pine cone, and end on a pine cone looks like a lotus or the thousand-petaled lotus, which is spoken of in yoga. And Paramahansa Yogananda, who brought yoga to America in the 20s, wrote in his book, Autobiography of a Yogi, that's focused on the third eyes. Essentially, I'm paraphrasing, is a way to make your life a meditation, and I took that to heart, and I very much can speak from experience that it's a way that the New World Order, the tyrants are using to bring down our awareness, the pineal gland.
Well, look, bottom line, scientifically, fluoride drunk for more than just a few years, you can go read the studies, gives you a 20-point IQ reduction. So there you go. Go ahead, sir. Let him go. No, I appreciate your call. Let's go ahead now and talk to Charles in California. You're on the air. Actually, I went to the wrong call there. I got so many here. Charles in California, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, keep planting those seeds, man. I listen to you every day. I'm only 21 years old. I could be doing a lot of other things, but this is the most important thing. I called you on Friday. Just want to finish up that point about the Obama gun thing. My thought was that they're going to use that event and to get everybody to go along with the gun banning that he's going to do, because we know he's going to ban all guns, handguns, shotguns.
We know he said he wants to ban a lot of them. I mean, just...
Yep.
Oh, but you don't like black people. It has nothing to do with that. He's a gun-grabbing, but so is McCain.
Okay, also another thing is you mentioned aspartame, which is an excitotoxin. The other excitotoxin, which is just destroying this whole country.
MSG.
I'm sure you know about it. Monosodium glutamate.
Deadly.
MSG, which is basically in everything, hidden in 70-plus ingredients, and everybody needs to keep an eye on that, whoever's, listening and believes this stuff. And everyone should listen to Alex Jones, trust everything he says. It's all, you don't even have to trust, like he says, research it up. It's all out there. And I just want to thank you again, man. I appreciate all your guests.
Hey, we appreciate you, my friend. Maggie in Texas, you're on the air.
Hello, Alex.
Hi.
I just wanted to let you know that a serious campaign to challenge fluoridation in Austin to get rid of it, i.e., is even. Well,
even the EPA and FDA have had to admit that it's forced medication. It's illegal. They've removed it in Europe. It's admittedly deadly poison, and it's up to the people to get out there and do it. I mean, look, your children are being assaulted. You're being assaulted, and we sit here nationwide like the people that sat there for 30 minutes calling 911 while this guy beat this baby to death in the street.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's that attitude of laying down. It's got to stop. I can't do it all.
Exactly. Well, a bunch of us are very mad and very upset, and we are getting on this, and our campaign, which is fundamentally an education campaign to begin with, will begin to move very.
How do folks get involved? Do you have a website like Austin's Against Fluoride or something?
You know what? I've purchased the domain name. It's not up yet though, but you can. People who are interested can email to this address, fluoride.info. That is FLUORIDE.info at yahoo.com.
Okay, great. But people need to just take action, period, on all these issues. Okay? Let's go ahead and talk to James in Oklahoma. James, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex. This is James in Oklahoma. I just wanted to kind of concur with all that you said about the mind control with the mass media and this and that.
It's a nation of people under hypnosis from television. That's a scientific fact, who are jellyfish. That's why they can't do anything.
Well, what I wanted to bring up was that last night's episode of the new Knight Rider series, they were going to go bust these terrorists that were going to take this thermonuclear-looking bomb in the back of a 5-ton military truck and blow up a dam. And when they were kind of leading into it, telling him what his mission was and this and that, they openly referred to the terrorists as constitutionalists, and anybody that has TiVo'd that or wants to go back and check it can do it. But they referred to people that are constitutionalists. They compared them with terrorists.
And then cops watch that. I have the police handbooks. It's in my film Road to Tyranny, where FEMA teaches police the Founding Fathers are bad. Anybody that talks about the Bill of Rights or Constitution is bad. And they're brainwashing them in all these TV shows and movies. They demonize gun owners and constitutionalists. I mean, how stupid do they think we are? And the feds have been caught, I don't know about this case, paying money to the studios to put this in TV and movies, to put these type of... So the constitutionalists, the ones that want freedom, they're going to nuke you.
Yeah, and you can tell just by watching, like, this new Knight Rider series, it's kind of like the old one. You can obviously tell that it's geared towards children, younger people.
Oh, the children. Oh, my gosh, the people that care about the Constitution, they're going to nuke us. And by the way, folks, we're kicking their hind end, exposing the New World Order right now. That's why they're moving to try to regulate and shut down the web. That's all happening right now. We got stories up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com about that. Jim in Austin, Texas, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex.
Hello.
Thanks for taking my call. Anyway, I've got a little information. I have a friend that's a cop, and he just picked up a fully automatic AK-74U in preparation for martial law. This was a couple of weeks ago. And yesterday I'm sitting in a barbershop, and the guy's got the new Army training manual, or the actual Army handbook sitting there.
Yeah, they give everyone in the Army now gets riot control training.
Right.
Is that what it said? Mm-hmm.
One of the little stories in there was that in Florida they're going to set up a faction of an infantry brigade. Evidently from this article.
Yeah, no. Northcom's announced that regular Army brigades will patrol America, and I don't know if they're going to institute martial law. Congress was already told, pass the bill, you're under martial law. So we're already under Northcom control. Will we have hot martial law? I don't know. But if they bring in the depression, it'll cause rioting, which they'll stage, then we'll beg for the martial law.
Well, right after I heard about the certain congressman, being told that.
We interviewed him, yeah.
I called. Well, this is before that. This is the Friday of the bailout, when they passed the bailout. I had called Lloyd Doggett's office because I was watching this very closely, and this guy denied it. I mean...
Well, let me go back. Well, it was on C-SPAN, and we interviewed the two different congressmen on it. Specifically, your friend who's a cop says, we've been told we're getting ready for martial law.
Well, yeah, but not only that, but last summer, and it wasn't up on the APD website or anything like that, I was in an Army surplus store and saw a guy turning in essentially a bunch of camping gear for tactical equipment. And I shoot and go to rifle ranges and stuff like that, so I know what I'm looking at.
Web gear, yeah.
Yeah, well, anyway, everything, simply everything short of a ghillie suit. Well, anyway, he's telling the guy behind the counter how they're about to go ahead and start training. Well, they did this covertly.
Well, wait, I sent Trey and Weldon out they were given just masses of the police SWAT training. So listen, it's simple. The bankers, it happened in Rome, it happened in Europe, it happens all the time. It's happening in third world countries right now. They take over. That's tyranny. The military and the police are used so the bankers can take over the entire society. But they won't be able to get away with it if you're aware of what they're doing. And the police and military, a lot of them I talk to, they don't like it. They don't want to be part of it. But again, the TV shows are telling you, and I know I didn't see this one, but I've seen others, evil constitutionalists, people that talk about freedom. They've got nukes. They're going to nuke you. I mean, how obvious does it have to get? Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to devalue your dollar down to nothing. They are going to bring you into total slavery unless you get up and you say no. We'll see you on the web at Infowars.com for the weekday show, and, of course, back next Sunday. Get out there and stand up for liberty. Get off the bench. Get in the game. Defend the Republic.